Hello.
Take it away. Which band would you like to hear cover one of your songs, or has it already happened?
Well, it'd be nice to have someone who we cover one of our songs, Lady Gaga. That'd be good. I don't imagine she really knows who we are, unfortunately. Yeah, Timberlake. Give me some pressure. Yeah, Proclaimers. They feel good going missing, I think.
Right, one from Alan Fennick, hope he's in the room. Hypothetical situation, Joey Barton signs for the Borough. Do you A, jump off the Tyne Bridge, or B, write a catchy pop tune about it and use it as a B-side?
I would probably try and formulate that anger and channel it into a song somehow. It might be more abstract than Joey Barton, you're an idiot, or something like that. But the anger would definitely be there, bristling.
I guess this one's for Paul. It says, you know in the song Monument, when you say defacing pictures of famous people on the train, do you mean that you actually drew on pictures of Mike Neville, Gaza, Jimmy Nail, etc. at the bottom of the stairs in the metro station? Because I think it was apparently it was her friend's dad.
I would never deface Mike Neville. Grow up with that man. It's not about that, but I like that. I like that because it fits perfectly in actual. Although you couldn't actually be on the train and deface it at the same time, technical issue. But it's I like it when people make their own stories up about the songs, or that's what they're there for. I don't want to just sort of say this is all about me, this is about my life. It's got to be applicable to your lives as well, and that's the serious answer. But I tend to kind of, if there's a biro around and there's pictures of I've just got the newspapers, I tend to shade them in and sort of I don't draw moustaches on them often, although I do occasionally. Well, I sort of shade them in. Is that odd? Maybe. But I wrote a song about it anyway, and it's just the things that you do to occupy your mind while trying to get rid of somebody else. There you go.
What are each of your favourite tracks that you've ever written and performed?
That is going to cause a ripple of silence from the band, because it's
very, very hard. It's and things change as well. Obviously the new stuff. I quite like the new stuff over the old stuff really at the moment because it's still fresh. But you play songs that you haven't played for ages and you suddenly kind of rediscover them. And they make up. For example, Nosebleed wasn't particularly one of my favourite songs on the last album, and now we're playing it again. It kind of has a weird. It fits in with the new stuff in quite a strange way, and it's got a sort of groove and then a build in the middle, and suddenly you kind of see it in a different light. So it's pretty hard to answer that. It just changes, I guess. So
I think sometimes the recording as well. The recording plays a big part on it. When we first did The Coast Is Always Changing, I always thought that's how I want our band to sound. It had a kind of the right balance of things, and I felt the same way with Books from Boxes off our last album. I thought this has a real nice balance in all of it has all of the elements that I think are good about our band in it, on the recording as well. Whereas sometimes you're trying for different things that go outside of your. I don't know whether this makes any sense, but outside of what you started out doing, and I think the new record is quite different to our first record, and the last one is somewhere in the middle, and you are going on an evolution from one thing to the next, but there are certain things that are quintessentially Maximo Park, I think, in some way, and I don't know what it is on this record yet, but those are my two off the first two records where I think there's just a really nice balance of things.
Yeah. So how does it feel to be back in Newcastle for the signing?
Very great. Very great. Is that a phrase? I'm not sure. Very great. Super splendid. No, it's just nice to be on your own patch and be in the town where you live when the thing that you care about most in the world at this current time is being released into the world. we've worked so hard on this record and tried to make it as enjoyable a listen as possible, and to finally release it and sort of sing a few songs to some people and have a nice warm response as they wander around. It's only a small thing, but it means a lot to us.
So you've been to shows now as well.
Yes.
And is it the Academy, is that Wednesday, Thursday?
Yeah, Wednesday, Thursday, so 3 in a row, Newcastle.
Excellent, looking forward to it. So.
Oh yes.
Big time, big time. When did we last play the Academy? It's quite a while ago now. At least, because we didn't play in 2007, so we haven't been there since 2006. So 2 nights and make up for it.
2 sellouts. It's that's the best thing as well, because it's good to play onto a home crowd, but to know that they've been waiting for it since whenever we released the tickets in like March or whenever it was, the anticipation builds up. So I'm looking forward to it.